in here. Yes, we in here. What's up? What's good? What's popping? What's cracking? What's percolating? What's really good in the hood? It is your man Theo Butler, and it is November 29th. It's Wednesday, day before my wife's 36th birthday. Day before. So yes, my wife does have a birthday tomorrow. So you more than likely, if you hear from me, it won't be in the evening past 6 o'clock. So yeah, we in here. What is up? What's going on? What's popping? What's cracking? Oh my goodness, man. Thank y'all so much. We got a great show planned for tonight, or at least I do. I think we got a great show. I could always be wrong because I always think my show is great. What we got going on? Happy 47th birthday to one Chadwick Aaron Boseman. Happy 47th birthday to that brother. We know 3 years ago, a little bit more than 3 years ago, we did lose it. We lose. We physically we lost him. Physically we lost him. My wife asked me earlier today. She said, "What's wrong?" And I said, "Nothing. Nothing is wrong." Thinking about what type of person he was, his actions, his words, his quotes. There's a lot there. There's a lot there, and truth be told, that's the guy who had it together. I'm just gonna say it like that. There are worse people. There are far. That's not a bad example. Let me just say it like that. That's not a bad example as a human being. That's not a bad example as a actor. That's not a bad example as an activist. He's not. We still fighting for you, bro. We still fighting for you. We still carrying the torch and everything like that. Like I said, you are missed. I don't really know how to segue up out of that one because low key I'm hiding my emotions because it is what it is. We lost the goal. In the spirit of Chadwick Boseman, though, because he was someone that spoke truth, had integrity, intestinal fortitude. I'm gonna keep up with these notes. I'm gonna do my best to keep it with. Dadgum, like I was supposed to be bringing energy to the show tonight. That ain't doing it. that ain't doing it. Like there's too much real stuff going on. When I say Chadwick Boseman, it's some stuff that he spoke about that's still relevant to this day, and you would like to think that we'd be one step past what he was saying, but no, stuff that he spoke about, representation, that is still very much a talking point. Hollywood only having one of us at a time, that's still very much a talking point. Like I was really trying not to get into that, but we're gonna do it. So I had a live yesterday. I mentioned the Black Panther movie and how it kind of skewed the Rock With Me Nation moderators in the building. It's official now. We got Grand Madam in the building. We got Connoisseur Triple Salute. We got the youngest lion on the team, Nico Bean with the steam. He is in the building and everything like that. So yeah, we got it here. I got my whistle. I got my red flag. I got my yellow flag. It's official. Dora's High Toots and Angels. Now, people that I'm gonna call them Johnny Come Latelys. I'm gonna call them MCU fans. I'm gonna call them Black Panther MCU fans because that's exactly what they are. They don't give two damns. Don't pick up no damn book. Don't give two damns about it. And honestly, it's folks like that will cause an IP to go away because they don't realize the damage that they be doing. Which is why I be trying to. You gotta watch what you say. And no, this ain't aimed at anyone specifically, so don't take it that way. What I'm saying is this. People celebrate your stupidity, whether they tell you that or not. And it's way too many people that look like me that call themselves Black Panther fans that are deliberately stupid. I'm not even calling them blissfully ignorant, because it says something when you say I don't read comics. That says something to me. You wait, hold on. Say that one more time. Say it one more time. Yeah, I'm a Black Panther fan. Okay, come on with it. But I don't read comics. That ain't the kiss of death. That's not. Because you can you can brush up on your comic book knowledge without actually reading comics. No, these people, they regurgitate what somebody says. They go out and got these huge ass platforms and everything like that, even though they are fans of something else. And you can see it when you go. Here we go, prime example. So I got a young lady who don't know a damn thing about T'Challa and Aurora. Let me just go ahead and say that. She's on Twitter. She loud. Okay, well, she ain't the first sister that's been loud on Twitter. She got a brother, and he amening her. Both of them loud and wrong as hell. Both of them. You go to their Twitter pages. Not the replies. No, not the replies. The posts. He's a wrestling fan. He's a wrestling fan, and he loves AEW. He does. Specifically the big brother, the big swole brother, the big brother. That's his guy. You can go all the way through the month of November. He ain't initiating no conversation about no comic book literature. None. Okay, but he got so much to say. And this is what winds up happening. Some of us who have put in the work, we feel like compelled, obligated to go back and forth with them and educate them. Educate them on what? It's 2023. The Black Panther movie came out in 2018. If no one between 2016 and 2023 has been pressed to educate themselves on Black Panther, trust and believe they're not going to listen to you on Twitter. You ain't got the time nor the space, the characters, to educate them on Twitter. You shouldn't even have the patience to try and educate them on Twitter, because they don't want to be educated. No, they're fine being stupid. Now, let me say it like this. When they want to come after you, kid gloves off, handle your business. But letting them be stupid over there in their corner, let them be stupid over there in their corner. Because here's what stupid people wind up doing. Stupid. That means you know the information. You're going to deliberately do something else you know is wrong. Okay, well, we've been know the Doors were females. That's an all-female group. We knew that. We knew that going all the way back to Christopher Priest. We did. We did. We did. That's what that is. We knew that. Okay, well, we know the Hatu Zadaze, that's an all-male group. We know that. We know that. Going back to the same dude, Christopher Priest. They two issues apart. You see what I just went? They two issues apart. It's Christopher Priest run that we're talking about. Well, I don't have time to educate the stupid-ass fan, so-called Black Panther fan, that don't want to go pick up that damn book. Whether that Black Panther fan is an executive at Marvel, whether that Black Panther fan is a director at Marvel, especially knowing what I know, and I've been knowing what I know. Thank you so much, Taika Waititi, for just telling the damn truth. Just telling the damn truth. So this particular point of the show is called Doras, Hatus, and Angels. Shout out to Mr. Ray Smith. He hit me up yesterday. He said, Theo. I said, yeah. He said, have you caught that new Avengers cartoon on YouTube? I've seen it. Haven't been moved to watch it. Reason for that is because, not knocking anybody, I know by and large, while quite a few of us love anime, those that create anime ain't necessarily feeling us like that. And I like One Punch Man. I do. I like One Punch Man. I do. I was rocking with Dragon Ball Z before some of y'all was born. It is what it is. Sailor Moon, all that. And with all said, yeah, we can't have these notifications. With it all said and done, all I gotta do is go look at One Punch Man and look at the character that represent me. It's 2023. I started watching One Punch Man when it came out. You know what that means? They still see me as a character. Not a character, but a character. That's what I said. So I don't really dig that show. I don't really get off into it. But he said, Theo, they got T'Challa and the Midnight Angels wrong. He didn't even tell me what it was. He said, no, I'm going to let you use your Black Panther expertise and figure it out on your own. They got male Midnight Angels. See, I see this when it get funny. Let me make sure I get these notifications. This when it get funny to me. And this is why I don't really give two damns about the stupid people. So who finna have something to say about the male Midnight Angels? Because I know what Black Panther comic book fans are going to say. But my question is, what are the feminists going to say about men being in an all-female unit? What are the feminists going to say? What are those who like to accuse every man of being a misogynist? What are they going to say? Because I know what men, women, across all demographics that are Black Panther fans, I know what we doing. We doing it. Low key, we're not even acknowledging that damn cartoon. We're not even acknowledging that cartoon. We're not going to get offended by it. We're not going to be moved by it because we sit up here like this. But you who, because of the stupid stuff that was in Black Panther, you got Nakia walking around as a war dog, right? How you feeling? Because if they going to sit up there and put a man as a Midnight Angel, oh yeah, it ain't going to be too long before somebody be deliberately stupid and put a man as a Dora. What y'all going to say then? Theo, what's the name? Male Midnight Angel. Yeah, it's Future Avengers. It's Future Avengers, Caesar. That's what it is. Yeah, they got them sent up male Midnight Angels. And I was like this. I want to tell you that I got offended. I didn't. I didn't care. I didn't. You know why I didn't care? I'm a comic book fan. I'm a comic book fan, and that cartoon wasn't necessarily aimed at me. I was not necessarily the target audience for that cartoon, which came out in 2017. There are 2 seasons to it. I wasn't necessarily the target audience. So they weren't expecting a Black, he's only in there for 1 episode. They weren't expecting a Black Panther fan to watch that. No, you know what? They got the Midnight Angels. We ain't really done nothing with them. Throw them in the cartoon. The Midnight Angels showing up in that cartoon, how they were written was no different than how characters were written in both Black Panther movies, irresponsibly. The person that wrote Future Avengers, he felt the same way about the character of Black Panther and the characters in Wakanda that the director and the executive that said, well, we knew to get people to fall in love with Wakanda, they first had to fall in love with Black. Ain't damn one of them folks giving 2 damns about the lore, the legacy of Black Panther. Think it's a game? If you can't even tell me what somebody's damn illness is, that tells me you don't give 2 damns. If you go against the dude that you say is your best friend and write his character, the character that he portrays, having a bastard child, that tell me you don't give 2 damns, not only just not about the character, you honestly ain't really effing with your friend like that. Unless you just brainwashed by what society has put inside your damn head while you looking outside the window of your home. So I know what Black Panther fans know. I know that the high two are all men. Shout out to Eve Ewing. Because watch this, as I alluded to before, you can't always think that somebody helping them. What did Taika Waititi say? They gave him a book, told him to read 18 pages. That was his commitment to getting the character right. Well, as I said before, I'm not saying everybody watches this channel. I'm not saying y'all rock with the channel. Y'all rock with the channel. Okay, well, we know there was a female Hatu Zadaze in the first issue of Black Panther. Dr. Eve Ewing's run, right? Right. What was said on this channel? I can't speak for nobody. What was said on this channel? Hey. We're gonna do that. The Doras, women. The Doras, all women. The Hatu, all men. The Midnight Angels, women. We not doing that. Well, we get another taste of the Hatu Zadaze. What we got? Undeniably, they are all drawn as men. Ain't no way you can get it confused. No, they all drawn as men. Ain't no you trying to figure out cause no, the artist made a correction. Those are all men. Well, something came out in 2017. Well, Black Panther, Captain America Civil War came out in 2016, right? Right. Okay. So you just putting him in there because you're trying to ride the current, the wave, Black Panther fandom, if you will. You ain't giving two damn about that dude's story. Son. What's going on, Miss Keita? What's going on, boycott activity? I mostly read Black indie comics, but I have my Marvel favorite. And ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Listen, them Black indie comics, I got all 4 issues of Creed. I was keeping up with Bitter Root. I was keeping up with Bitter Root, and I don't know what happened to it and everything, which was an amazing story, by the way. Shout out to Marcus from Back of the Bus putting me on with Bitter Root. But yeah, I you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make it my business because I had to ask my comic book shop about Creed. I got that. I asked them about Demon Slayer, Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer. They did not have that. What I'm going to do is next time I'm gonna visit my LBCS is ask them if they do have Black indie comics. I know I did ask them about Kevin Gravo comic, and they didn't have it, Dark Storm. But I would like to get that and start doing some more comic book reviews on that. Appreciate that, boycott. Thank you so much. And what you said is why I stick to Black indie comics. It's hard to go wrong with them because one, you are the target group, target audience. 2, the folks that don't read comics, the bandwagoners, they're never going to pick that up because they don't read comic books. Thus, you don't have to entertain the ignorance on social media. The above and beyond stupidity on social media, I would never have a conversation with a fool on any social media platform about Creed because they don't know nothing about it. I say Creed, they think in the movie. I say Bitter Root, they not knowing. So yeah, you absolutely right. You damn sure ain't got to entertain the stupidity. The Creed trade paperback dropped today. I got Juju. As far as I was concerned, that was another movie. Like as I said before, it's a comic book, but it ain't a superhero comic book, and it satisfied everything as far as my urges, my needs, my wants, my desires. Everything was met in that comic book, so you can't go wrong. Black tarantulas train widows in the black. Great drop of some knowledge. My mentor, Mr. Ray Smith, is in the building. Thank you so much, sir. I like the EPS of Future Avengers. I like the episodes of Future Avengers. I watched for the most part, but haven't seen all of them. Man, listen. The Black Panther, I'm spoiling. It says Black Panther. It's there. I think it's the last episode. That's episode 17. The Masters of Evil, shout out to my brother D-Real. They're trying to get into vibranium to get some vibranium. The Avengers reach out to T'Challa. T'Challa like, listen, I hear what you're saying. I got it. Don't worry about it. They like, hey man, it's the Masters of Evil. He like, I don't give a damn about none of that. Y'all always got some stuff going on. And Tony like, listen, man, you're not understanding. They coming. He be like, listen, you want to have a conversation? We can have a conversation. You come by yourself, leave your arm at the house. Tony go, one of the young lady with the blonde pigtails. She sneak on board the Quinjet, Tony go and everything like that. And in the midst of Tony and T'Challa having a conversation, because she can shapeshift, she didn't shapeshift it, but there's a bug in her armor, her Midnight Angel armor. She shapeshifts into a male wearing Midnight Angel armor. Let that sink in. She shapeshifts into a male wearing Midnight Angel armor. A bug is inside the armor. She freaks out, changes back to her regular self. T'Challa loses it, imprisons her, goes off on Tony, has him escorted, only for him to go chop it up with the young lady. She tell him about her friend, who all he wants to do is be a hero, but he hurt. For T'Challa to feel sympathy for what she going on, to realize that Claw is that. How is Claw always down in the vibranium? In every damn cartoon, Claw didn't get into it. What? How? I get it initially, T'Chaka, but he always, never mind. He back in there. Him and T'Challa get into it. The girl helped T'Challa out. Tony show up, rescue them at the end. It was all said Friday. Thank you, Friday. And that's it. He probably showing up in the last episode in season 2 of Avengers, but that's it. That's it. I'm sitting up there and I was like, male Midnight Angels, huh? And I had to look 2-3 times because I wanted to make sure I was looking at what I was like. Then you hear the dudes start talking and they start nodding their heads like that. Like, yeah. It's male Midnight Angels. Miss Gay, Dr. Gay. Shout out to Cornelius, because Cornelius was the one who said on social media, when we gender bend, swap stuff, we're not respecting the creator's original wishes in regards to the characters. Dr. Gay, I know you're not particularly a fan of mine. I get it. I understand that. And I can understand why. But these are your characters. I did not see you. I have not read you say one time you intended for a man to be a member of the Midnight Angels. That said, I'm of the mindset that ain't what you wanted. That is not what you wanted. And I know, hold on. I know she's not blue. I know she's not blue. I know she's not. But this is my tribute to you. This is my Midnight Angel. She's in Wakandan colors. She's in Wakandan colors. But this is my tribute to you. This is my Midnight Angel. She don't have the wings, but she do have the jets, propulsion units on the back of her calf boots. Yes, she do. I don't have any male Midnight Angels, Dr. Gay. I'm not finna make, as a male, heterosexual male, I'm not finna make any male, customize any type of male Midnight Angel. And do you want to know why? Because I don't believe that was the spirit you created in me. As a matter of fact, I'm so sure of that. All the comic books that I've read since your run, World of Wakanda, I have as of yet to see anybody male wearing the Midnight Angel armor. Not yet. Not one. Crazy. The comic book can honor the work that you did. Crazy. The comic book can honor the work that all the authors put in, unless you that dude from last year who don't give two damn about what anybody wrote before him. He just gonna make it do what it do. Crazy. But the MCU can't get it right. You either can't get it right or you don't want to. Can't get right. Y'all remember that character from Life? Who cares about the Midnight Angels? The same person that cares about the Hattuts that I say. Same people that cares about the Dora Milaje. The same people that care, the same person that cares about the integrity of the character. Now, Jonathan Mayberry, if I'm not mistaken, created Anika. That's a dude. Dora Milaje General, fighting instructor. That's her. Her appearance is in Doom War. So am I not supposed to? I'm just asking questions. Look here, we initial Grandmam, yeah, they rip each other off from time to time. Hatu Zadada plus Dora Milaje equal Midnight Angels. Nah, bro. Hatu Zadada plus Dora Milaje is greater than Midnight Angels. I'm not here to say one way or the other. I'm just saying respect the story. It ain't for me to say that the Hatu is better than the Doors, because I don't think they're having that conversation in Wakanda. The Doras, the Midnight Angels, that's armor. Flight armor, to be perfectly honest with you, that's a different division. The Doras got their stuff that they are suited for. The Hatu, which we still struggling for people to understand what the Hatu are there for, because you got writers that don't understand. The Doras are there to protect the throne. Stop writing them away from the damn throne. Stop. Just stop. Just stop. The Doras protect the throne. The Hatu Zeraze, they got two jobs. Two. That's the secret police, and they out in the world. I know the dude from the previous got it wrong when he had females out there and everything. No, the Hatu are the ones who are out there in the world. You don't see them coming. Those are the international spies. The Doors are by the throne. Stop it. And if I want somebody I'm finna put in armor, that's finna suit up and fly and make it do what it's gonna damn do, it's the Midnight Angels. They not men. Everybody got a job. Everybody got a job. They not fighting over their jobs. It's humans. It's us as fans that want to do that stuff. And what everybody in Wakanda, not the criminals. They all got a job, and they fine doing their job. Hey, my job is my job. Your job is your job. They not fighting on. I said all that to say this. It's a role for everybody. So if them roles are there, I'm not necessarily going to be the one to say one role is superior to the other role. What I will say, what I will argue definitively is that their respective roles are to be preserved intact and not for people to just come around and put their own damn spin on it. That's what I would say. But Hatu Zazel, War Dogs, overuse of the Doors is stupid, lazy writing, and pandering to the nth degree. No, you good, Zango. You good. But watch this. See, this what I know. Cause watch this. You joking. I feel you. It's not enough people to know when you joking. I didn't just see people do too much tweeting, people do too much quoting and everything like that. I had to talk to my dog today. I said, hey man, you gotta watch what you say out there. And you're like, people will take what you say and run with it. And they were like, such and such and so said. If I want to joke about some stuff, Zango, ooh, I need to tell you. If I want to joke and laugh about Black Panther, I low-key don't do it on social media. Folks be waiting for you to say something and just run with it. I'm like, no, y'all not going to get Theo like that. I'll be damned. I won't be the one you get like that. So watch this one. I know you joking, but let's say me and you go ham, and I'm right there with you. Right on. Did y'all hear what Theo said? Did y'all hear what Theo said? Theo said, nope, I ain't going. I ain't going. I didn't see that happen too many times. And actually, I didn't see people. I didn't already been a part of that already with somebody that tried to, which is crazy because all you got to do is just let my stuff play. And I say what I mean what I say. But I didn't have people try and take what I say and twist it. So I'm like, no, y'all won't get Theo like that. But yeah, so that part right there was not necessarily for us. That part right there was just basically like, damn, you see how they do it? Like, damn, like y'all don't care one way or the other. And I see how people get it wrong. And when people get it wrong like that, they don't go do nothing else. Like somebody could have seen that cartoon, swear they're a Black Panther fan. They're not going to pull up that episode. They'll have questions all day long. But instead of researching, what they would do is go talk to somebody that know as much as they do, if not less. And if that person conducts themselves in a certain way, an authoritative way, that person can say damn near anything and they're going to lock in. So they do. They do. No. You dead ass right. Because we've only gotten them basically in one episode, Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes. That was that. And you had to know that's who they were showing up in all that white. Like if you were just a casual fan, an MCU fan, a Black Panther MCU fan, you don't know who they were. But if you a Black Panther comic book fan, you're like, oh shit, they got the hot too. Damn. But we knew them was the Doors too. Like that, if you're a comic book fan, it's seldom that something outside of the comic book company is going to do something with that IP that surprises you, unless they do something like who the hell is in Jobu. I still don't. I still want to know why. Like Sion was sitting right there. Unless, watch this. Y'all like Theo. Watch this. Unless Kevin Feige said hell no. Like that script got presented to him. And he said, no. That won't be Sion y'all do that with. You're gonna have to make somebody else up. You're gonna have to make up a character for this to go off. Because you're not finna have, no, we're not doing that. That's the only thing. Because I don't believe there has, and the reason, but Theo, why do you say Kevin Feige? Because Kevin Feige is low-key over Marvel Comics. But there has been nothing that has came out of either Nate Moore's mouth or Ryan Coogler's mouth or that entire cast and crew's mouth to make me feel like they gave two damns about a character named Sion. It is what it is. It is what it is. Let's move right along, moving this discussion very in Jobu Midnight Angel. You're right. We had Achilles. We had Achilles till that dude from last year just killed Achilles off to make room for Jai, who died a few issues later. I don't like the fact that I know that. To your point, Zango Fett, I don't like the fact that, to your point, it ain't like the hot two got names, individual names. We had one. And the dude who majored in Eastern Asian languages decided to kill him off. Did I tell you I want to interview that dude? Did I tell y'all I want to interview that dude? Did I tell y'all I want to interview that dude? Did I tell y'all that I want to interview that dude? Ooh, I want to be the one to interview him. Because the rest of y'all ain't got the nerve. And when I say y'all, I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about the so-called journalists, media analysts, or whatever that's out there right now, y'all ain't got the courage to ask that dude a question. I want to ask that dude a whole bunch of damn questions about that 15-issue run. Yes, I want to interview him. I want to interview Nate Moore, and I want to interview Ryan Coogler. Damn all that other stuff. I ain't got the softness for them. No, I want to ask them some matter-of-fact question that I ain't seen them be asked since the first Black Panther movie and since that nonsense we got last year. And when I say nonsense, I'm talking about both the comic book and the movie. No, So, the hero's journey segue. Shout out to Grand Madam Tarot. The hero's journey. You know, I've been thinking a lot about Dr. Eve Ewing's run, and let me just share this with y'all real quick, and hopefully y'all will see where I'm going from, where I'm going to. The hero's journey. Now, the hero's journey, what we're looking at, a call to adventure. First step. Y'all have to bear with me because I'm low-key combining Dr. Eve Ewing's run with the guy's run from last year, because we'll just go with me for a second. So the first one is call to adventure, right? Right. Next step, supernatural aid. Next step, threshold guardians. That's in the known world. Yeah, that's in the known world. That's in the known world. Listen, I like the fact that she did this, like the queen. And when I say the queen, I'm talking about Grand Madam Tarot. She broke this thing down to me. She said, Theo, this the hero's journey. So you got the call to, refusal of call, superhero ain't budging. Supernatural aid, mentor. What's going on, Mr. Smith? Grand Madam Tarot. Crossing the threshold. New allies and enemies. As I read this stuff to you, I want you to think about the first 6 issues you done got from Dr. Eve Ewing and the entire 15-issue run that you got from the other dude. Now, in the unknown world, we got the new allies and enemies. Our road of trials begin. Death of the mentor. Battle with the brother. Hey, Achilles. Hey, Jai. Y'all see where I'm going with this one? Y'all see why? Because that's what that was. Temptation. We got a lot of that. We got a lot of that in the other dude's run. Now, I said today on Twitter, on social media, I said, I believe, Grand Madam, this is why I'm leaning on you on this one. I believe that Dr. Eve Ewing, what she's doing is she's completing the hero's journey for T'Challa that was started in the previous author, because he never completed it. He didn't complete it. He didn't. He didn't even know how to take the dude on a damn hero's journey. He had bits and pieces of. You wrote 12 Years a Slave. How in the hell? It's the same premise, dude. The same damn premise. How did you get? I'm sorry. This is when people say I'm emotional. I'm sorry. I fictional writing, that's a passion of mine. I take it seriously. I don't know how in the hell you got that damn wrong. How? Anyway, roll back. The roll back. Hey, that's taking place in Dr. Eve Ewing's run. The roll back. That's her run. That ain't his run. That's her run. Well, why is she having a roll back in her run? Because the hero's journey don't start in her book. The hero's journey is all. If you've been reading her comic, T'Challa's hero's journey started previous to her issue 1. It did. It's if you read her issue 1, 2, 3, 4, she's writing him in the midst of his hero's journey. She ain't starting him off on one. No, he's already in the midst of it. Ain't he exiled? I still don't know how. I still don't know how. I still don't know how that's possible. Let me get back to these notes because I still don't. But yeah. Ray Smith, D. Steves, you funny for that about Nate, but I can't say that you were wrong. Paul Moore, Nico had an idea that Countess Val turns will copy to work for U.S., but he's actually a double agent for Wakanda as a redemption mission. Man, you know, that sounds good, but I don't think you're going to be able to get my boy back over there. play? Oh, who finna play Wakabi? Because he turned that down. I don't think, no. And I ain't mad at him about that. That's a smart move. It's crazy how Coach did all that work to establish Achilles only for dude to kill him off. For nothing. For nothing. D-Real said something the other day about the crabs in the bucket mentality. That dude had enough hubris to name his character Tosin, the Wakandan. Let that stay right there. Stay right there. Somebody said before that they wanted Tosin to be killed off because they didn't like him. The fictional character ain't responsibility for the human's stupidity. But I get why they say it, because consciously speaking, that's why I said I want to interview him. The only thing that could save John Ridley for me is he got to tell me that was an editorial decision. And he got to be able to prove it. He got to be able to tell me that it was an editorial decision for him to deconstruct T'Challa like that. And he got to show me a paper trail. Other than that, I'm looking at him, and this is the same dude who was in the magazine where he referred to his fellow brothers and sisters as niggas. That's the same dude. So when I talk to him, Variety, I got a whole lot of questions to ask him that's just not necessarily related to Black Panther. I want to know why he got such a view of his fellow brothers and sisters. That's a question that I need to ask him, because I believe that played over to the character. And not only to that character, but to other characters as well. Folks have issues with Steve Rogers. How you got an issue with Steve Rogers as Captain America? That's a fictional character. Have an issue with the brother that wrote him like that. Because Steve did not conduct himself like that in the Avengers comics. No, that was John Ridley that had that dude acting like that. So the heat for Steve Rogers, that's a fictional character. That need to be for the person that wrote it. John Ridley. Why did you write him basically telling T'Challa to go back to Africa? That's where that need to stay. So, the hero's journey. I don't think we've seen him on it. Well, at the end of John Ridley's run, he's in the midst of it. She's completing his hero's journey. Let me keep up with these notes. Saying Tosin wasn't a likable character. They even introduced the Society of Wakandan Witches in Tosin's clan. I was like, where were you when the Black Order was destroying everything of Doom War? That was part of his problem as a writer. You're introducing characters and expecting comic book fans to have an emotional tie to these characters just because you say so. It's never just because you say so. You have to establish the characters. And just saying that Jai was T'Challa's best friend, just because you say it don't make it so. We would have believed that if that was Wakabi. We would have believed that if that was Achilles. We would have believed that if that was Zuri. We would have believed that if that was Taku, characters already established. But you just throwing somebody in there willy-nilly, we good with that. What'd you say, Grace? Steve still got to catch that. Sam got to catch it too. And Sam may have, I'm like, if I was Sam and Steve, I'm like, no, I ain't had nothing to do with this. I ain't asked for Hunter to be in my comic book. I ain't asked for T'Challa to pull up in my comic book. Matter of fact, me and T'Challa been boys for a minute now. I'm not gonna get my ass whooped just because y'all got me over here selling out on that damn. Everybody right. Boy, look here. If I was a character, if the characters just had a voice, imagine. But not the sidetrack combo. But Cheeto turned, oh my God, did you say he turned 59 today? People ask me why, characters. Okay, Samuel L. Jackson, how old? Okay, as bad as Secret Invasion was, if he could have did some physical stuff, that would have looked better. Well, I'm in pretty good physical shape. We think I'm gonna be in the same shape I am in now, 10 years from now? 5 years from now, I'm gonna be 60. I know it look good. I get it. I know it look good. But that's what that is. That no, you know who folks can say what they want to. Damn it, Father Time undefeated. I know LeBron James out there and everything like that. But when Father Time get ready to check that ass in, he gonna get somewhere and sit down. That's exactly what they're gonna be. Father Time undefeated. So why I say African American and not black now. The reason why I'm saying it is because I just want us, the Rock With Me Nation, Black Panther fan group, I just want us to have an understanding of one another. So y'all understand where I'm coming from. Because I don't ever want it to be a question of whether or not I love my brothers and sisters. That is never a question. That is never a question. It's never a question. That's never a question. African American, black. Black is a color. It's a color. And you find out as a kid, elementary school, coloring book, you can't color yourself with a black crayon, nor can you color that other child with a white crayon. That's what you realize in elementary school. Now, what do you do as an elementary school child when your family, because you're young, you're from South Georgia, has you read that big, thick, white Bible? You going to vacation Bible school. You going to Sunday school. You doing Easter speeches. Like, that's what that is. What do you do then when your family sits you down as a kid when the $6 million man is coming on and they're making you watch Roots? You're not being made to watch Roots as a teenager. You're not being made to watch Roots as a young adult. You're being made to watch Roots as a kid. You're learning about the slave trade before you learn about any damn thing. I knew about the slave trade before I knew how to multiply, divide. What the hell is a fraction? But I got Alex Haley's story sitting right there. And people can argue whether or not his story was authentic to his family. The fact of the matter is that the slave trade actually occurred. Now, what do I do with that? Once I'm in my mid-20s and I've traced my ancestry all the way back to where they traded my ancestors from. What do I do with that as a kid? I'm actually being raised by my great-grandmother. My great-grandmother is babysitting me. And we're talking. She's not babysitting me as a child while I'm crawling with Pampers on, diapers on, and no. My family was long-lived. I take pride in my people. I take pride in my people. That said, I don't identify with the color. I don't have to. What for? What does the color mean at the end of the day? Because black is supposed to be all-encompassing. Black is supposed to envelop everything. The strongest color there is in the color spectrum is black, because every other color disappears into it. But that's not how we conduct ourselves as black people, though, is it? What do I see on social media from black people in regards to black people? I'm not talking about no other race of people. And if I say race, what conversation am I having then? If as an intelligent person, man, I know, just like you know, that two men, Europeans, invented race. What conversation am I having? Because if you don't identify with Europeans, you don't trust Europeans, you don't like Europeans, why are you going off of what they said? That's a rhetorical question. You don't like them. You don't trust them. You think they full of stuff. Well, they the ones that told you not only that you were black, but they also told you were a nigga. And you use them words every day to describe yourself. Words that two white people came up with, that's the word that I'm looking at my people that we choose to use to describe ourselves. Whether it's in a good way or a bad way. You're a wild nigga. Oh, that's a crazy ass nigga. Nigga, stop playing. What's up, nigga? Niger wasn't a country, so that's not where you got that from. Nigeria wasn't a country, so that's not where you got that from. And it's crazy because when I was in the Uber Lyft, I want to say about a month ago, the driver was surprised that I knew that. Think about that for a second. The driver, who was a native African, was surprised that I, as an African American, knew that neither Niger nor Nigeria existed when they used the word nigger. But how many times over here in this country has somebody black told another black person that those words come from Niger and Nigeria? I'll wait, because I didn't heard it before. Hell, I've been told it before. I have. She could. So if I know that race isn't real, why would I keep using that terminology? Is it convenient terminology? Because based on what those two white dudes said, anybody born on the continent of Africa is black. Well, what the Egyptians telling you? And Egypt is right there on the continent of Africa. They telling you we're not black. Yes, you are. If you're going to use the terminology black, white, red, yellow, yeah, you black. The only way you're not being black is if we're not using colors. But if you want to use race, vice ethnicity, your ass just as black as this damn helmet. You black. I don't give a damn if you my complexion. You black, yo. That's your race. See, as Malcolm X would say, read the dictionary. Learn the definition of their words so they're never able to twist them on you. How many black folks we got going along with recast as TJ? Tucson. How many black folks have changed the definition of recast based off the strength of what the MCU said? Black folk. I said black folk. Quite a few. Quite a few black folk. Folks be like, Theo, no, you went to school. You know the damn difference between recast and a new damn actor. You know the difference between recast and a new damn character. You do. But you black though, right? You finna be stupid. I can't do that with you. You gonna be stupid by yourself. Then there's the other thing. The United Census Bureau, the United States Census Bureau. Everybody and their mama want to be white. You have Asian Americans that identify as white, and that's all they got to do. You have Latino Americans that identify as white, and that's all they got to do. Now, mind you, when you say white, what you're not taking into consideration, because that's a race, but did you ever think about how many ethnicities willfully sign up under that race? Did you ever stop to think about how many nationalities select white as a race? You ever? Well, let me help you out. Brothers, sisters, sisters, brother. I'm rocking with you. You rocking with me. I'm rocking with you. You rocking with me. You rocking with me. I'm rocking with you. Right? Right. Well, we know brothers and sisters from the islands that don't identify as black. Haitians, they don't identify as black. They're going to put Haitian right there. Jamaicans, they don't identify as black. They're going to put Jamaican right there. West Indians, it is what it is. See, you got food because you thought black was all that. No, black is an exclusive terminology. White is an inclusive terminology. Everybody and their mama want to be white. You have folks that have Latino last names and they go put white. But you got brothers and sisters around here that look just like me and you, and they're not checking black. They know where they're from. There's strength in that. Knowing where you're from. What language does black speak? What language does black speak? Where that at on the map? No, honestly. What am I supposed to gain from black? Where my religion at? Where my language at? Where my money at? Where my culture at? Where is my ID when it comes to black? We sit up here and we talk about African gods all day. You didn't say black though. Where the black god at? Right. You looking at the African god. You looking at the Egyptian god. You looking at Egyptian culture. You looking at African culture. That's not black. That's a color. You got more people that identify as black, but don't know where they from. Kyrie Irving been calling himself black for I don't know how long now. Right. But you know what he was before he realized who he was? He knew his mother's ethnicity. She was a Native American. You could insult his black side before you could insult his black side and he get offended before you could insult his Native American side. Yeah. He didn't start thinking about him being black until they were in the bubble. What was the boy Dennis from the Los Angeles Lakers called him a nigga? That's when he wanted to fight. Now you mad about being called a nigga? Look at the rap lyrics. Nigga, bitch, hoe. Super soak that hoe. Them be the same people that say they black. Is that it? Because if I ask Ron DeSantis where he from, he gonna tell you. He know where he from. He know where his great-grandparents from. Do we? He care. He know it's Italy. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure in his household, they have some type of culture, some type of remnants from Italy. What we got? Because our starting point, unless you are a descendant of a Native American, it ain't for me to tell you where you from. I tracked me down no different than he tracked him down. If this is where your lineage starts, what are you doing to honor it? I had that conversation with somebody who was from Camilla, Georgia. He just wanted to tell me he was black. Then he said, I'm Native American. Okay, what's your language? This is not our native tongue. It's not even proper English. It's broken English. What brother or sister over here speaks their native tongue? And I'm not talking about somebody from the islands, because if they're Jamaican, they can speak Jamaican. If they Haitian, they can speak Haitian. No, it's us over here that, wow, watch this. The Italian descendant can speak not only American, but bits and pieces of his or her native tongue. No different than the Irishman, no different than the Scottish. But you, me, well, I could have opened up this show by saying Mowini. But how many people know what I mean when I say Mowini? That's an African word. If I say Zolo, how many people know what I mean when I say Zolo? It's lonely trying to speak African to your damn self. But if I say Zolo, what that mean? I know. I done looked it up. If I say Kosi, what that mean? If I say Kosi, what that mean? That's African. I don't know who I can use that with right here, because we just perfectly fine speaking broken English or speaking hood talk. But if I say Kosi, who got that? Juju, it being stripped, you're right, it was. But Xhosa and Swahili are taught on YouTube. Now, we'll go to YouTube to look up every damn thing else. We'll learn rap lyrics. We'll learn song lyrics. make me water. We'll learn all the day. Won't learn. Watch this. Juju. We didn't went to high school. French class, Spanish class. Crazy how they offer you every damn language up under the sun. And if you go into college, they'll even make you pay for some of them foreign language class, saying you need them foreign languages to meet your requirement. You know what language ain't ever offered to you? One from the continent of Africa. And you know which one we ain't never pressed to go learn on our own? While we will go learn every damn thing else. A language from Africa. We didn't learn how to play NBA 2K22. Can't speak one word from one word from Africa. We're gonna learn how to play NCAA 25 next year when it come out. I'm telling you, but I can't speak a few words from Africa. I can't. Now, here's the part we have to ask ourselves. If Theo, why does Theo know a few words of? Watch this. Why does Theo know a few words of Zosa, and I don't? Because quite a few people went to go see Black Panther, and in the movie they were using Zosa in Swahili. We didn't read quite a few Black Panther comic books and then committed them comic books to memory. We don't want to do that with one of them two languages. It was two, Zosa and Swahili. Now, crazy, watch it, because this dude was the one that said, because they wanted to use European languages. He said no. So just me off the strength of, I got to learn one. Why not? I like what you said, Juju. I do. And please understand, this ain't me aiming this at you. But think about this for a second. Star Trek fans know how to speak Klingon. That's not a real language. Wait, I got you one better. There were those amongst my age back in the day reading the Legion of Superheroes. We knew how to write that language. We wasn't from no damn 33rd century. You had people last year. Wakanda's not a real damn language. They was transmitting the damn words, letters written on the damn pillars in the damn movie. That's not a real damn language. That's why I separated family. I'm just like, America doesn't want teachers. Why would they? Right. It's up to us. You are absolutely right. Why would they? It's up to us. It's up to us. You're absolutely right. It's up to us. We've talked about this on this page quite a few times. I would really prefer to have it's because I as my daughter say, people gonna people. And I believe in letting people be great. But I want to be able to speak Xhosa fluently. I want to be able to speak Swahili fluently. I'm going to start it one at a time. Xhosa. But how do you do that? Because if we was taking French class, we would have to talk to one another. We'd be on here speaking broken English. Like I said, I could have easily opened up this show and said Mowini. Molo would have been me saying hello in the singular form. Mowini would have been me in Xhosa saying hello plural form. We wouldn't have got that. If I say Kosi, that's me saying thank you. If I say Zolo, that's me saying peace. And I've ended quite a few quotes on Twitter saying Zolo because I don't be wanting to argue with people. But those are just customary, those are just introductory pieces right there. D-Real uses it a few times on his video and everything. It ain't that hard. What is hard is to want to. What is hard is to want to. It's easy for me to be a rapper. It's easy for me to be a drug dealer. It's easy for me to be a police officer. It's easy for me to be a basketball player. It's easy for me to do anything in this country except learn my native tongue. Because I have some built-in, watch this. You know how we read comic books and they talk about inhibitor collars, or you have a psychic dampener in your brain? Well, we've been subliminally programmed to a degree to say that anything that's not black, anything that has something to do with that, because it's quite a few of us didn't even know it was a damn country. Like what? It's a continent, stupid. It's a continent. Africa is a continent? Yes, it's a continent. Whole damn landmass. It's quite a few of us in 2023 still don't know that's a continent. But we know everything about, watch this. We know everything about who shot Megan Thee Stallion. We know everything about what's going on with Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith. We know everything that's going on with the college football playoffs. We do. We know everything that transpired on the BET Music Awards. We do. But when was the last time a music artist, aside from KRS-One and them cats from back in the day, tried to get you to get in touch with your African roots? Right. So Raven Simone thought it was a country. We're gonna have to start educating our own children again. So I just wanted to clear that up. Like, the thing is that I love my brothers and sisters. I'm just gonna hold us accountable to being the kings and queens that I know us to be. I'm not going to look at us as paupers. I'm not going to look at us as being beneath them or less than. No, we are kings and queens. We are descendant. We're chiefs. However you want to look at it. Because if you're a descendant of a Native American, okay, then that's what that is. You're a chief. If you're from Africa, then we come from a land of kings and queens. Let's start acting like it. I can't do that other stuff. I can't. So my lineage, my connection to you, if I say I F with you, it ain't got nothing to do with a color. You just need to know that. You just need to know that. If I F with you, if we rocking with one another, it ain't got nothing to do with a color. It does have to have something to do with a lineage. It does have everything to do with a relationship. But a color, nah, that ain't it. That's not it. That's not it. I see the me and you just like you see the you and me. That's what that is. So that's the hard part. There are so many different countries in Africa, so many different cultures, customs. How do we choose it? Impossible to learn? No, it's never impossible. See, I'm not gonna say it's impossible. Juju, let's start with two. We here in America, right? We're not in Africa. So let's start with two. Because just like Jose and Hector, because it's many different dialects, versions of Spanish. When Hector and Jose on the corner, they're going to chop that thing up. Me and you not going to understand. Okay, with Chadwick Boseman, today his birthday, ain't it? Today his birthday. Me and you. Xhosa or Swahili. 2 languages. I'm learning Xhosa. My brother, if you want to learn Xhosa, I'll chop it up with you every damn day on social media in Xhosa and won't bother to use not one more damn word of English because I want to learn. I greet you every morning. Mo Weenie. I'm sorry, that's plural. I greet you, Juju, every day, Molo. And we just chop it up, me and you, starting with Xhosa. Because I know it's a whole bunch of languages over there. But if I can learn one and be able to chop it up fluently with my brothers here stateside, I'm not necessarily required to learn another African language till I get over there with my tribe at, and they're like, okay, this your language. Oh, okay. That's what I'm gonna be concerned. Oh, damn, okay, all right. But yeah, that's the whole thing, man. Like, that's what I want. I wanted to be where our kids, man. Watch this. Our kids, by and large, unless they speak in somebody else's language, they can't clip out of a foreign language class when they go to college, and that pisses me off. Because I'm like, damn, they ain't got to worry about that. They coming in speaking, they already bilingual. Their parents got them bilingual before they hit high school. And it's quite a few ethnicities out there who parents got them bilingual before they, well, damn, I want us to have that same type of damn thing. Florida State. No, here we go. Yeah, I'm going to say Florida State. They don't teach any language from Africa. They can teach me French. They can teach me Spanish. They can teach me German and expect me to pay for it. I'm not Spanish. I'm not German. I'm not French. I'm African. Why is that not a choice on the table? Because folks will ask the same question you did. And we will let people explain it to us like we're not intelligent. While they can, watch this, while they have no problem picking one, identifying one, primary language, primary dialect, primary diction from any other country, they will tell you exactly what you told me. It's too many languages in Africa. No, pick one. Pick one. Well, we don't know. You pick one the same way you pick one from them other languages. Stop handing me excuses for why I can't speak one of the languages from Africa. Stop handing me excuses. And that's what I love about it. He chose two. I'm pretty sure that when they tried to have the African-speaking European languages, someone had that mindset that it's too many different languages in Africa. The dude that went and researched who he was in Africa, he said, I got two. Swahili and Xhosa. I got two. The actor narrowed it down. Like, that's crazy. He narrowed it down to two. And this is why his picture sits in my office. No excuses. You know, that's something to think about on his birthday. Actor, singer, athlete, body racked with cancer. You know it. I know it because he talked about it. He still found time to get up and learn the lines. That's a feat in and of itself. He actually taught himself a foreign language. If he could be doing all that and still teach himself a foreign language, I ain't got no excuses for why I can't do the same. And, you know, how can any of us have any excuse for why we can't do the same? I like that question better. Cancer. My grandmother had cancer, so I'm familiar with that. And I know I'm not the only one. Actor, athlete, and you still had time. Okay, I don't have cancer. My schedule's not as busy as his. It's not. How could I do any less? And that's a fair question. Moving right along, because I get emotional talking about him. Knowing your worth. Oh, good God Almighty. Knowing your worth. Let's talk about it. So, being honest with yourself. This goes back to mental stability, mental health. I will say it like that. So, if you've been rocking with me like I've been rocking with you, like I'm rocking with you, like you've been rocking with me, y'all know how this started, what it was about. Recast T'Challa, educating people on Black Panther, educating people on things Wakandan, Chadwick Boseman, Black superheroes, African American. That's where the focus was. And then somehow you find yourself gravitating over to social media. And not everybody has the same motives on social media. Not everybody does. And what winds up happening is that you can find yourself getting caught up in something that takes you away from what you should have been doing. More on that later. The thing is that what I've come to understand is this. I know what I know. I've talked to Mr. Ray Smith about this. I've talked to my brother D-Real about this. I've talked to Grand Madam Tarot about this. I know what I know. And in knowing what I know, I also know what I don't know. The difference between me and some other people is I don't act like I know what I don't know. Because I never learned that way. No, you know you don't know? Sit down and shut up. Black Panther, Wakanda, it's a popular topic. Everybody wants to be in on it. Everybody wants to be the bee's knees with it. Everybody wants to be an expert on it. Not everybody wants to put that time in, though. They just want to be seen as that person. Well, know your worth. If you put the time in, because you know whether you have or haven't, why go back and forth with somebody who doesn't? Let me just say it right here. As long as I've been doing this, I'm pretty sure those of us that are active on social media that can attest to it. As long as I've been doing this, social media influencer, whatever we want to call it, hey Roland, there has never been one person that I believe I convinced via a post on social media that they were wrong. Especially if they came in with that heat, like they knew what they was talking about. There hasn't been one person. It ain't about them being wrong. It's about them being famous. It's not about them being right. It's about them making you look bad. It's about them climbing up over you to get the success that they feel like they deserve. They give two damns about being right and wrong. They could care less. Well, I know we're all familiar with, I like to think we are all familiar with that saying that from afar, you can't tell the wise man from the fool when they argue. From the distance, you can't. There's too many disingenuous people on social media. I'm a wrestling fan. I like wrestling. I know more about WWE than I do about AEW. If someone talks to me for 30 seconds, if not just a minute, I'm going to know whether or not, to myself, I'm going to know more. I'm going to know whether or not that person knows more about AEW wrestling than I do, just based off the jargon, just based off the words. I'm going to know. Now, at that point in time, as an adult, I can either ask this person questions and learn, or I can act like I know. But when you act, that's all that is. That's all that is. You acting. That's all that is. I can go above and beyond to try and make this person look stupid. Well, folks did that when we was playing a dozen, but just because you won a dozens battle don't mean you knew what you was talking about. No, that just means you were more entertaining, funnier than the other person. That's all that meant. Being knowledgeable, I care about being knowledgeable. I care about being accurate. The ones that don't want to be, and I'm saying this because I felt like it was draining. It had got, and D-Real told me this a long time ago. Stop. No, that's draining. That's draining because you get caught up in it, and in getting caught up on that, what you fail to do, segue time, you get off mission. About to do like the TVA and prune some content created from my timeline. Don't need a dead weight holding us down. In 3 years, I've only seen a few casual fans converted to the light. Facts. You lose sight of the mission. What was the mission 2 years ago? It was to get T'Challa recasted. What was the mission 2 years ago? It was to get him properly honored. That mission ain't changed. I didn't, that was my mission. It had nothing to do with nobody else's mission. That was my mission, to get the character recast, to get him properly honored. How to best go about that? Tell people about the character. Tell people about the actor. Tell people about the world of Wakanda. You know it. Share it. Tell it. Educate people. You got a passion for it. Stop looking around. Do it your damn self. The same damn thing that folks told you wasn't worth a damn when you was a kid, when you was in high school, folks now making money off of it, but they don't know what you know. Step up. So we step up. We know what we know. Well, if you know me, grow me, sharing is caring. United voices are louder voices. And this is when I look at the Rock With Me Nation and I say, man, thank y'all. I was looking at my wife and y'all saw me put it on Twitter the other day and I thought about it. Roland Martin said, you no influence, have an ass fool. That's what he said. Being a no influence, have an ass fool. We've done more for Shorty as a character. The Rock With Me Nation has. We've done more for Shorty as a character than anybody that said they love Shorty. We've done more to push Shorty forward. Shout out to Mr. Ray Smith. We're the only two men, we're the only two people in this world that have a griot Shorty action figure. That was my first customized action figure, and that was to bring awareness and elevate that sister, and she stands right here. That's the Rock With Me Nation. That ain't nobody else. That's the Rock With Me Nation. That is nobody else. They can say what they want to. They ain't done it. They ain't done it. They ain't done it. Dr. Eve Ewing being celebrated. They ain't done it. Shout out to Great. Shout out to Mr. Ray Smith. Shout out to the Rock With Me Nation, because that action figure is there. And it was the Rock With Me Nation that did it. It was the Rock With Me Nation that did it. Well, you know what? They didn't give us a manifold. But that's okay. You ain't got to. The Rock With Me Nation saw value in that character way before anybody else did, and we got it. We customized it. That's the Rock With Me Nation. That's nobody else. That's the Rock With Me Nation. Representation. Whose responsibility is it? Thrice blessed Black Panther. Thrice blessed Mr. Ray Smith. The Rock With Me Nation. Thank you. Triathlon. The Rock With Me Nation. Mosi as an action figure. Shout out to my brother D-Real and I. The Rock With Me Nation. Bashinga as an action figure. The Rock With Me Nation. The Rock With Me Nation ain't just been talking about it. Nope, not at all. The Rock With Me Nation hits Twitter up every damn day. The Rock With Me Nation comes up with ways to elevate the character, to bring awareness to not just T'Challa, but to each and every last character that then show up in Wakanda, and that's taking into consideration the intergalactic empire of Wakanda. That's the Rock With Me Nation. I'm proud of that. That ain't one person. It ain't. It's a group of people coming together to speak on, share, grow their love for not just one comic book character, but the entire world that comic fictional, that comic book character lives in. I salute you. I want cardiac. Need to send Dr. Ewan a custom T'Challa. Do any of y'all got cardiac? Mr. Ray Smith is working on cardiac. I know football, basketball, baseball. I know the basics of hockey, but won't. So about to do like the TV. So I wanted to say thank you. I wanted to say thank you. Like, no, for real. I want to say thank you. And my wife, she's getting ready to go out. She's looking tasty. I'm gonna have to go get my gun.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna have to go get my shotgun.
I'm just gonna put my hand in the camera. Hey, everybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, she making it do what it do. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, if y'all don't hear from me in a few hours, I'm incarcerated. Just send bail money. I see y'all my wife's cash app and everything like that. It's probably because she didn't. Yeah, that's probably.
No, our friend is outside.
You gonna go to the store?
No, first I need a charger. Her phone is dead.
Oh.
And I need a charger. Can I have one? I know we have
Yeah.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
you. Yep.
you.
So, but yeah, that's my thing, man. I really just wanted to, I just wanted to say thank you. I want y'all to know that the Rock With Me Nation has moved the needle. And the Rock With Me Nation has moved the needle. The Rock With Me Nation is and Black Panther fan group, like the Rock With Me Nation is a demographic of the Black Panther fan group. So I say that, but knowledgeable fan group, engaged fan group that's not going to be intimidated by those who don't know. A fan group that's wants to know, wants to learn. Sack for a soap is a great defense mechanism. Good work, Theo. Rock With Me Nation. If we don't highlight Black characters, they will be forgotten. Exactly. If we don't do, and that's the thing. Not looking around waiting for the other person to do it, not asking what can be done, but doing it yourself. It's the reason why, my brother D Real and I, we do we're gonna do Avengers and everything like that, but I need to bring you Wesley Snipes. Speaking of which, I am going to be bringing you Exile issue 4 and everything. Listen. Wesley got him something. It was a little slow at first, but issue 4 does pick up. Like, ooh, good God Almighty, issue 4 do. And hardware. I'm gonna say Icon of Hardware. Like, I can't wait to bring y'all that one. Like, that's nice right there. But yeah, so it's not looking around, not looking for somebody to get it done, but willing to go out there and get it done yourself. Share the information and don't be afraid. And when I say don't be afraid, I'm not taking no for no answer. Whether it's John Stewart, whether it's the John Stewart in me, or whether it's the Marine in me, whether it's the Green Lantern in me, I'm not taking no for no answer. I'm not giving up. We're gonna go out here and do some stuff and everything like that. Juju, yeah, we said we're gonna do it. Well, because I like that. So if and when, because you win it tomorrow, you see me on Twitter and it seemed like I'm using a whole different language, it's time to push that needle again. And why not? Wesley needs to stay clothed in this book. I can't say nothing because I don't want to spoil issue 4, but I tell him, as a person who trades stock, I recognize the comic markets in a place where we can push smaller characters to the front. In our case, Black. Man, listen. What I said yesterday, I said the grease is hot. The grease is hot. If y'all not Thank you. And not tell him thank you so much for that, because we need more of that insight and everything like that. Thank you so much for that. He's seeing it from the stock market. I'm not at the stock market. I'm just seeing them like, oh, okay. Now, mind you, Aurora been showing her ass in the X-Men book ever since from Sword 1 up until the latest issue of X-Men Red. That's her book. That's her book. You don't collect action figures? Okay, well then you don't know how many Aurora action figures we got last year. Do you need me to break it down for you? I'm sorry, last year. No, this one. This year. First, we got the X-Men 97 Aurora with the shell shading, with the cell shading on it. They wanted to look like the comic book version of her. You got that Aurora action figure. Then you got the one from the 3-pack with the blue and gold costume and everything like that. You got that one right there. That's 2. They wasn't done. For no reason whatsoever. None. Especially since they just gave you the Aurora 97. They gave you another one. This time on a retro card as opposed to being in the VHS pack. She's on a retro card with the mohawk. You got... I'm just saying, I don't know if y'all aware, but by and large, that was the only black female action figure you got this year besides Monet. That was it. Three. That was it. 3. Not another female, not another black female IP, period. No, you got her. You got her and T'Challa. They threw that Luke Cage in there because people said they wanted Luke Cage, and they showed you how much they cared about that action figure when they gave it to you. Listen, I don't know what Wesley got going on, but like I said, issue 4 did pick up. Issue 4 did pick up, and I'm not gonna spoil it, but issue 4 did pick up. So yeah, that's what it is. Listen, man, that's my time. It's 8:02. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me. Y'all could have been any other place tonight. You chose to be here. For that, I'm thankful. Juju, tomorrow we're gonna start. Like, I'm coming in fresh hot. Coming in skillet. Coming in hot and everything like that though. So yeah, Black Panther, you got issues, you got concerns, or you just want to tell them which way you would like them to go. M Heroes, let me see what at marvel.com, okay to print. Let them know you want the Black Panther motorcycle. I told y'all to get that trending yesterday. I did. I said, hey, get that trending. Hasbro, Marvel Legends, holla at them. You want T'Challa and Aurora? Damn what they say. I don't give 2 damn about what they say, because they be on some stuff anyway, because they ain't thinking about the Franklin Richards. I don't know. I want her to get with a normal guy. Normal guy give you a normal ass child. You don't read comics. Say it one more time. Normal person gives you a normal ass child. You don't read comics. You don't give 2 damns, and we fine with that. Just stay over there in your lane. You don't read comics. You focus on the Aurora and T'Challa relationship in the movies. In the comics, not your damn business. You don't know enough of it to concern you. We want T'Challa and Aurora. Clearly, based on Wolverine 39, they got an idea we feeling like that. So let's go ahead and make it do what it do. Go ahead and tell them, hey, y'all right. Y'all right. We need T'Challa and Aurora back together again. We prepared to spend big money. Hell, let them know you want Adam Brashear and Monica Rambeau together. This is why I don't talk to stupid people. This is why right here. Because the same folks that's going to follow, and somebody did this today on Twitter. He quoted Marvel's editorial department as justification as to why the two can't be together. Now, see, this is when I say know your worth and know who you are as a person. Because Marvel's editorial department, that does not look like this damn dude, because this dude that made this comment looked like me. He used what Marvel editorial department said as justification as to why Aurora and T'Challa can't be together. Now, I don't want to call the brother simple-minded, but how simple-minded must you be for you not to be able to say, you know what, if somebody wanted that to work, they could actually write that and make that work. We've gotten awfully close, too close, in my opinion, as far as casual fans, to elevating people that don't look like them. Watch what I'm getting ready to say. To God them. Elevating people who don't look like them to God level status, as if they can't be wrong and they can't be questioned, while they go above and beyond to denigrate anything you say, the person that looks like them. That blew my damn mind. So the dudes you don't like, his word is law. Wow. I thought I would never hear something like that from people. And see what I'm saying? See where I go with that one? The person who made that comment identifies as a black person. Well, I got too much Shaka Zulu in me. What you mean what he said is what it is? What you mean when you, cause he said what? Cause I'm the one that's buying the damn comic. What you mean cause he said it? That's what that is? He the same person that said Kang is Reed or Von Doom's descendant. So he looking out for him all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. He don't give two damns about you. But that's who you finna cap for? Chris Claremont is a man who puts his drawers and pants on one leg at a time like everybody else. I like what he did for the Merry Mutants, but Chris Claremont ain't God. I like John Byrne more than I like Chris Claremont, and John Byrne and Chris Claremont are in the same level. They men. They men. This would be the same damn mindset that would have accepted Lamar Hoskins. It's probably the same mindset that had no problem with Lamar Hoskins being killed because he just don't know his worth. He don't know his value. This is the same damn dude that probably would have been fine with Lamar Hoskins being called Bucky, while Chris Claremont was there, by the way. It took a brother that knew his worth to say, no, we don't do that. I wish we had more brothers that worked at Marvel Comics to how can I put this? Eliminate the random stupidity that's subject to leak out in social media. I mean, all mutual related decisions ran through him back in the day. Yeah. And you're right. You're right. But if I know it was an editorial decisions aren't necessarily right or wrong decisions. That's the decision made by one person who felt like that's what they wanted. Well, hell, we can't have a Kevin Feige. We are getting them from Kevin Feige, right? Okay. Well, when is Kevin Feige that dude that's supposed to be the bee's knees and everything like that? He ain't. Okay, well. Holding on to Aurora having an episode isn't a flex when T'Challa didn't have those problems in the first place. Great, them folks over there on Twitter. You know what Aurora fans, you know what comic book fans can do? And the young lady, I was laughing. And you quoting specific storyline. You know what comic book fans can do? Quote specific storylines. That's what comic book fans can do. Comic book fans can tell you the storyline and tell you what happened in the story because they read it. You know what non-comic book fans can't do? They can't tell you the specific storyline. They're just going to regurgitate what somebody told them because they don't know. They don't know. And watch this. They don't care. I believe in equal energy. Well, you don't care. Well, if you don't care about the comic books I read, I don't care about your opinion about the comic books that I read. Right. So listen, that's my time, man. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me and everything like that. I'm going to be coming back to y'all with some more comic book related content. We got to get these comic book reviews out there to y'all. If I understand correctly, and I want to make sure that we do, because I've got the scripts already written. Yes, I do. We got Icon Hardware issue 3 coming your way. We got Avengers issue 3. If you have not already caught Avengers issue 3, my brother D-Real got issue 3. And we have Exile issue 4 coming your way as well. Y'all see it right here. We already got the scripts written out. We just got to go ahead and bring it to y'all. Less than 10 minutes a piece and everything like that. Click, like, share, subscribe. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Peace.